Where's Paula?
Straw indoors.
Hi, I'm Paula Brockner, better known as the Kitchen Tool Entertainer, and it's my pleasure to invite all of you to my Facebook page, which is called Pampered Paula's Kitchen. And I decided to figure out how I could brand myself a little bit differently in November of 2015, after I had the pleasure of going and seeing Lydia, Belinda, and Lindsay last fall at a meeting in Chicago. And I went away from that thinking, oh my goodness, I can do the basic Facebook things, but how can I stand apart from you or anyone on my team or anyone local in the area? And so I started watching videos of people, and I thought, you know what, that is so out of my comfort zone. This is not something that I really want to do. But do I want to stand out and make myself known, or do I, want to just keep doing the same old thing? And one thing that really stuck in my mind that she said was, we need to get on top of technology here, or we're just going to be sunk. So you can sit back and say, I don't want a video, I don't like the way I look. My thought is, what does Michael say, get over yourself or something? And so I thought, okay, I'm going to do this. Well, I found a couple crazy, one lady I love, she does repaints and refurbishes things and stuff. And I started watching her, and she's in Home Depot doing fun videos, really stepping out of her comfort zone. And she's in her house doing crazy things. And a lot of times she talks about, I don't have my hair done. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, if this popular lady with 100 and some thousand followers can do this, I'm going to give this a shot. Okay, so that's how I got started at it. And I started posting on Facebook that the people are going to be able to start watching videos of me doing tool time and doing different kitchen tool tips. So I kind of studied, first of all, what I wanted to do, so I'm going to tell you, and then that way that's done. You don't have to worry about all that. Now, Lydia spoke about a lot of things that I was going to talk to you about, so I'm going to not repeat her things, but reiterate a couple things that I have found, all right? So anyway, a lot of people, know that cooking and baking is not my thing, but I have been a kitchen tool junkie my whole life. I thought, even if I don't ever use it, I want stuff in my kitchen. So that was what was interesting me. And one day in November, I thought, you know what? I am a kitchen tool entertainer. That's what I love to do. I can stand there and I can show and teach and demonstrate. And I thought, so I'm going to start doing it through video. And I want to tell you, I've got people stopping me at the grocery store. I've got people messaging me saying, when are you going to do another video? And, and so, oh, I love your videos. I thought, you didn't even say anything to me. You don't comment. You don't do anything. How do I didn't even realize I had such a following until I stopped. Early December, my dad unexpectedly passed away. And that was 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks right before Christmas, we're closing parties, and we've got all of this going on. And then we've got Christmas, and then I went to a retreat in Florida, and it's like, oh my gosh, people are like bugging me, I've got to get back at this. So I thought, well, you know what, for 1 week I'm going to do tool time, so watch by 9 or 10 in the morning for what I'm doing. And so I kind of sit around thinking, okay, what would be a popular tool? I know it needs to be short, I know it needs to be informative. It doesn't matter if I stumble, it doesn't matter what I say. In the beginning, I sometimes took 3 takes on it. Mostly because I think I pushed the start button and I was so happy to be done 6 seconds. And it wasn't on,
I would do that.
Okay, so when I first started, and now through those girls' training, I learned a couple things about angle and stuff. This is what I would do. I'd take a cup, a little bit wider than this, and then this is how I would stand this. So this is, I don't duct tape it all, then I'd have the duct tape glue stuck all over that. But I'd stand my phone up and get different angles. Now, what I watched was, when I watched a lot of videos, I'm so distracted by the piles behind people and the junk. So I am so particular about that stuff. So I will put the camera, I will stand there, and I will look to see what's on my counter, what's on my cupboard, what angle, how high I am. I know that I need to face the light and my camera needs to be here. All right, that's one thing. I also know, and I will put a sticky note up here, even when I'm doing Zoom on my computer screen, I have a star sticky note. When I do it, it says, look at me. Because this is how it would look. If you were watching a video of me, and so here I'm taking the video, and then you see me, so when I'm looking at, you know, like my girlfriend, for example, she says, I'm going to do this dog thing, and I'm going to send you a video. So I'm looking, and she's looking off to the side, and I can see her eyes going back and forth. I called her, I said, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? I said, Chris, there's an eye on here, look at the camera. And you know, the whole thing going landscape and looking, but it's so easy to watch yourself because I've got to focus, I've got to turn it toward me. And then I'm like making sure the right angle, I don't want it showing too low, I try to keep it high. And so I have, look at me, and because that's really probably the hardest thing, is keeping an eye on the camera, stop watching yourself, okay? So, informational, quick, I'm kind of witty at things, and I've got people that call and say, you are so funny. And you know, things just come out, so it's not something that I plan. It's not something that I plan, but that's just me, and I go with it. Now, so I'm going to move ahead a little bit. I take these videos now, because my phone is only a 16 something, it doesn't hold much. So I can barely do 2 videos that are 60 seconds long, because I've got, you know, 15,000 pictures of the grandkids in here. And so I've got those pretty much moved now. But anyway, I can only do 1 video, and I shoot it to YouTube. And then I bring it and put it in Facebook, you know. So, but I'm always saying, watch for what I'm, watch for me tomorrow, watch for what I'm going to do, you know, that kind of thing. But, so I'm kind of jumping around here, but I want to tell you, you've got to look at that. And that's probably the hardest thing. And the other thing is, I've got the button, you know, I invested then in the tripod that she has, and I like the button, and what I do is I watch, because when I have the button by me here, and I click, and I can watch it count 1, 2. Normally when it's on 2 or so is when I start. You don't want to start the minute you click, because you've got to let the video's got to get started. And then when I am done and I click, I still stand there. that kind of thing. I'm not too particular about, is this the best side or is this the best side? I'm not too particular about that. I'm very particular about what's in my background, what's going on, and what clutter, so there's not a lot of clutter. Okay, so I do things like, so you just have to do stuff. So I was promoting, at one point, I'll just tell you, at one point I was promoting, I don't know, salad in a jar party, or organize your kitchen, or 10 at a time meals. That's when it was back in the fall. And so I literally stood in my pantry in my closet. And I go, hey, it's Paula, Pampered Paula. I can't even say welcome to my kitchen today because you're in my pantry. And I said, you know what? It is so important to be organized in here. How many of you could probably make 15 meals with what you've got in here? So I'm encouraging them to cook. And I very seldom talk. I don't ever say, look at my Facebook site. I'm entertaining them. That's what I'm doing. I am not, I'm not saying, go to the website, buy this. Even when I'm making a recipe or something, I'm showing the tools. I don't do that a lot. Because, you know, they'll ask me and all that. So I'm kind of doing this to entertain them and entertain myself, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I've got nothing to do. This is my best tip, okay? This is my best tip. So all of a sudden I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I haven't done some videos. I need to do, what, 4 or 5 of them. And maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that, whatever. So I kind of get it thought through in my head a little bit. And then I have my chef's coat and like silver earrings, okay? And so I do this 1-minute video, and I take the chef's coat off, and then I have a different shirt on, I might change earrings. So I might do 5 videos in an hour, but I post on different days. And it's like, you're thinking, is this all she does is make videos? No, I just change some shirts and whatever, and move a little bit different in my kitchen at a different angle. Now some days I'll say, you know what, I'm not even in my kitchen today trying to pamper you, I'm in Ed's garage. I said, I am making this killer French onion soup, and I don't want this smelling in here for the next 14 hours. So we're in Ed's garage, and you know, and so, but you know, like, what in the world is she doing next? And so I got to tell you, I got to think, this is what I'm going to do this week. I'm going to go to the grocery store, because people can't believe, it's like, where do you find basil? So I'm going to talk to them from the grocery store.
Oh, I love it.
I don't know where to find basil. You know, and so I'm going to tell them, basil's not in the refrigerator section. Basil can't get cold. That's why it gets black. And so basil's by your tomatoes. And so, you know what? 45 seconds, even if it's 30 seconds, if it's just a scoop for today, need to go. And if they call, Susie, line 1, You know, who cares? I might say something about Susie, I don't know, whatever. You know what, it just needs to be kind of fun. So I'm gonna tell you what we did. I'm always thinking about what can I video, what can I do, and just to be off the wall. So I had a lemon bar and a cookie, and I took a picture side by side, and I put it on Facebook, and I watched 1 hour, I had 32 people comment, because I said, if you had to eat one of these, which would it be, lemon bar or oatmeal cookie with walnuts? And I got 32 comments. You know, so, and I'm not asking them to buy anything, I'm trying to get them engaged.
Right.
So, and they're like, they're watching for me. Like I watch for this Jennifer Allwood, this lady that paints and does weird things, and she's always in Home Depot and showing us the paint style and the board you should buy to do different things. And so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do this stuff. And so who cares? Now, there might be a day when I'm thinking, oh, I need to video a few things, but you know what, I don't wanna like get ready and get dressed. And there's days I don't have makeup on, I try to at least have my hair done. But you know what, so I think a week or two ago, I set everything up, and then I had it here, and it was just gonna video my hands. And I made cauliflower rice. And oh my gosh, love that, the cauliflower rice stir fry with the peas and stuff. And so I just did this and showed a couple of things, but it's not even Pampered Chef recipes. I'm just putting stuff together and showing them. I'm entertaining people is what I'm doing, but it's working for me. Now, I got a call from Jan Cap, I think, or somebody, and wondered, how are you doing for sales and bookings? I said, you know what? I hadn't shown the apple peeler. I haven't taken that to shows forever. And when I think I maybe made a video in October, by December I think I sold 6 or 7. And it was just online orders, people were buying them and stuff. And you know what, because I was talking about that. But I might have had the apple peeler, the apple wedge, or the apple core. And you have to have your thoughts together because it has to be informative and fun, and it has to be quick. And I bet you're going to wait to see what I'm going to do tomorrow. Stay tuned. You know, and end it like that. So I want them to be watching for me because like Lydia said, there's people she like watches for. And it's like, what in the world is that lady doing today? So when I go to bed and look at Facebook, it's like, what's Jennifer doing? Where is she now? What's she talking about? What's she doing? Anyway, so, okay, now another thing. So here is one. Do you have this, Lydia? Do you have this? Okay. Okay, now the one Lydia has, and I do have that, and I was going to put it on after I talked about today, but I brought my tripod, that standing thing. It's so cheap, it's really cool. My only thing is I have the 6 Plus, and by the time you put an OtterBox on it, it broke yours off because it was too heavy, it kept falling over. So then I found this, and then there's a couple extra gears, and this is very sturdy. Now, Lindsay talks a lot in her car. So she's in her car, and she's got this on the dashboard, see? So you can't put this big tripod up there, and there's no way to anchor duct tape unless she took a glass and set it on. So she's a lot of times in her car, isn't she? And so this would work there. I'll show you what you don't want to do, okay? You don't want to be sitting at your desk with this, and you're looking down at the camera. Not good. Not good. Not good. So you need to bring this up. I don't care if you do a stack of books, what you've got to do, but get them up. Now you don't want to be looking so high because you might think the higher up it is, the thinner you look. At some point it's not working. So bring it down a little bit. Okay, bring it down a little bit. All right. Now I know Yvonne, where somebody was doing the iMovie, and they cut and they do all different and they race things ahead. You know what? I'm just doing it for a minute. I'm not doing a big lengthy thing, and it's quick and all that. You know, my grandkids, you know, I kind of video them a little bit, and with their mom's permission, if I put that, you know, out there, if they're going to cut or do something. And the little guy took the roller, piece of bread, he cut it with the pizza cutter this fall, and then opened the can, and he is 5, and took an piece of apple pie filling in there, and then rolled it up after he rolled the little thing, and made like an apple roll with a piece of bread and cinnamon sugar. He said, now we're going to do it in butter. And he looks at me and goes, that's right, Mimi, isn't it? And then we rolled it up. And you know what? It's just fun. And it's just fun. So you've got to kind of think. Now, a couple of things that we didn't, one thing I know that what we did not mention downstairs that you might want to do for a video is a 60-second congratulations to the top seller in my group for the month. So this is early in the month now. You can get your stats, look at your stats tonight, and then make a video and say, I just really want to congratulate you know, Dawn for being number 1, Wanda, number 2, whatever, you know, that kind of thing, top seller, who had the most, whatever, and say, I'm just really excited. You know what, a lot of times I have a clacker, and I go like this, clack, and I'll say, oh, excuse me, my office staff is making a lot of noise. I have no office staff. When you do clackers low, they think, oh, you know, everybody's, even on the phone, if I do a phone call, and I do recognition, I say, just a second, I gotta quiet my office staff down. Anyway, so, things like that. Okay, so, let me see. Oh, and then I engage the customers, like, if you like this video, let me know, and if there's another tool that you absolutely love, and that you would like me to video. So, okay, so before Christmas, with this whole hubbub of the finishing, people were saying, I really want to see the wine bottle opener. And so, so then I think in January, I took it with me with a bottle of wine and took it to my show, and then I had the hostess. I said, do you mind if I video you? And I'm going to talk a little bit, then I'll hand it to you, and we'll show people how easy it is. Because I said, you know, you guys, I know how to use this. I said, but you know what, I want to have the hostess for tonight help. And so she did the wine bottle opener. And I'll say, you know what, let me know what you'd like to see for a tool so I can entertain you, you know, within the next week or whatever you want to say. So anyway, okay, welcome to the team. An invite for the party. Marna also talked about hostess coaching. If you do a quick video saying, thanks so much for getting the date set with me. Now, if you want to keep this general, so you're not doing a new video for each person, don't address their name, and it's just kind of general. So I'm really excited we got this, you know, show set up. Your host pack is coming, or if you had a chance to look at the host pack, and this is what's in the host pack. And, you know, outside orders, but you know what? Don't bore her to death, because she won't watch it. It's got to be quick, and I'm so excited, and watch for this great recipe, and have people bring friends. So just jot a few things down, have it in your head, and then say it.
Where are you saving your videos?
I just say, okay, that's another thing I was going to tell you. So, if you have nothing to do later, you can get Wi-Fi. Go to YouTube and go to Pampered Paula. You're going to see I did a video about organizing your closet. I mean your cupboard. Because I have the spice turnabout and the tool turnabout. When you open the cupboard door, I want all that on the counter. Heaven forbid I have it look like a kitchen, you know, I don't want any of that stuff out. So you open here and the spice turnabout and the tool turnabout, and then when you open the cupboard here, I've got one of those wooden dowels we used to have, and the cooling racks and the stones. And so I say, you know what, it's so much easier to cook and prepare food when you're organized. And I'll say, you know what, and then another day, what do you have in your freezer? What do you have in your refrigerator? I say, you know what, you could probably make 4 or 5 meals. Don't wonder what's for dinner, you probably have things. So, you know, just talk about that stuff. And when I did the salad jar party, I did, you know, the invite through there. So I just kind of got, you know, and just do it. Do it scared. Who cares? Just do it. All right. So let me just see. Where did Yvonne go? Yvonne, she does. Okay, you do a lot. Am I missing something here that I?
The only thing I would add is when you're doing your videos and you're done, you know, you're instantly ready to go. Okay, I'm done, and you look down. Don't wait.
Yes.
Just keep looking ahead, because there's nothing worse than when you're done and you're like,
Yeah.
still being filmed.
Yeah.
But then with the recognition, I have done different things like Christmas time and put the Christmas lights around my head.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Christmas tree in the background, and I did like a 1-minute congratulations to my directors, and I posted it on their team page so all their team could see it. And then I did, you know, horns and whistles and confetti, anything that could be silly and goofy and fun. And then that's a way you can recognize directors that are out of the area and kind of
Okay. You know what, I'm just thinking when she was talking about that, one thing that I did was, I don't know, end of November, I ordered something, you know, for the house, a decoration or something, and so it came, and so I thought, okay, got it. Did you watch that?
I did, it was great.
I kept people going for weeks about that box. So I get this box, I'm out on the front porch, and I take a picture of this box, and I put it on Facebook. I said, I am so excited about something I bought. Watch for the big reveal. Okay, so the next week, I had it in the house, and I put it in the closet, and take another picture. I said, the box is in the closet. As soon as I start getting the Thanksgiving things down, we're going to get going. Well, then Dad dies. Then that's this whole 2-week thing and the end of the season and all that. People are like, when are you, people are messaging me. My girlfriend at work, the whole office is going, did she do that box? And I didn't notice it. But see, I want them to come back. I want them to watch. I go, you know what, 3 days before this box reveal. Well, that meant I had to get my turkeys down and my house decorated because I now had myself accountable that I had to get this done. Okay, so the day of the video. What it was, and so I thought, you know, there's friends that kind of want to see what my house looks like. So I said, I'm outside, I'm going, and on the wreaths on the front door, and I said, today is the reveal. And I opened the door, and there was the box. Well, because I think the camera went on the wreath, people are thinking I had this, that was it. And I said, just keep watching. So I said, come with me through my house. You know, and I said, you know, it's been a great year, whatever I said, review of the fireplace. I said, you know what, I can feel like we're getting warmer. I think we're getting closer to this, the big reveal. What is it? You know, oh my God. You know? And so I have this great big antique hook coming out and a great big metal rustic sign that says Merry Christmas. And this was 3 days before Christmas. And I said, here it is. I said, Merry Christmas to all.
Aww.
And then I ended it. So that was my reveal. I mean, just something, but people were watching. From Magnolia, who watches, who watches, what are they?
Fixer Upper.
Fixer Upper, yeah. Chip and Joanne.
Joanne, yeah, I love
Merry
her.
Christmas. Yeah, so anyway, so that was it. But you know what, I'm just trying to get people coming back. That's what it's about. I've seen videos where, you know, I mean, it's easy when you get going, and like I said, I just do it. But you know what, if you're standing there too rigid and trying to be too perfect, and if it's not fun, it's like I try to watch some of these, and it's like, I gotta turn this off. And I'm thinking, you know what, I can't be like that. I cannot be like, and you'd be glad to know it's nobody in here. Marna's not in here. To take a nap versus being here. I'm gonna she sends me, she puts this video out, I don't know what it was, and she's like this. I'm going, Mama, you've got to lift it up a little bit. And then she's talking into Nana. I said, look at the eye, look at the eye. I can't say that enough. She's what she gets for thinking she's more important than listening to me. Okay, so this is how easy it is. Okay, now, so I've got all my videos cleaned out. So the minute I move it up, I clear it out because I can't do another video because my phone isn't big enough. So you want to make sure you put it on video. It's important. Yeah. And then I take my glasses off, you know. Then you got it on phone. And then I'm thinking, oh good, the video's done and it's still on photo and it didn't do anything. I got to So, I hardly have any.
I do too.
I hardly, she's like my sidekick. Okay, so, all right. So, I'm going to turn it towards me. Okay, there's the light. I want to tell you, I say to my hairdresser, oh my God. No, I say to my hairdresser, because my hair's light and you need to have a good lighting, it almost doesn't look like I have any hair here, even in pictures. And so don't worry so much about your hair. Okay? But I have to have a good height. I have to have a good height. Now, okay, I need to look quiet. And then when I say, I'm here with a few of my best friends at a retreat, I want you all to hoot and holler. And then all eyes are going to go to Karen, because she's standing there and then she's going to wait. Okay, now this is just going to go fast. And I'm just making something up here as I go. Okay, so ready, set, you'll hear the ding and then I wait. Hi, it's Pampered Paula here. Guess what? I am not in my kitchen this week or weekend. Actually, I'm in Traverse City, Michigan, where I am with about 60 of my best friends. We all came up here for a wonderful winter director's retreat. So I want to have you see all of my friends. And of course, Karan, who lined everything up. And I just want to say, I'm so excited about getting back home, getting back to business, and teaching you more about the tools that I am going to work with you this week, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So, and, you know what? So, You know what, no, I maybe would have to do that again. You know, I maybe have to do that again, you know, but I mean, no, things would be, I don't think it was pretty good for this wing it. Okay, you know what, you don't see that happens. All of a sudden, my mind goes blank, and it's like, what do I want to say? So I do sit a little bit, I mean, I never write anything down, I kind of just think about it, but I kind of want to say, come back, watch for more. You know, it's been my pleasure talking to you today, and thanks so much for being in my kitchen. And I mean, it's just simple. So anyway,
I
that's,
do have another tip, and Paula
Okay.
can rock, I just want you to know. So this, another great thing is Belinda too, when she first started doing this, oh my gosh, drove her nuts.
Yeah.
And she did what most of us do. As soon as we have one mess up, what do you think you have to do? Start over. And every time you do it, it is worse than the
Yeah, and
time
sometimes,
before.
yeah. So
So what you do is, so like, and we do this for her, but what you guys would do is, as you're videoing yourself, when you get all flubbed and you don't know what to say, you just stop, you pause,
Yeah.
you smile, and pick up right where you left off.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you can either edit, splice out that
Yeah.
section, or you can send it to someone on Fiverr and say,
Yeah.
watch this video and pull
Yeah.
out all the flubbalubs,
yeah.
and they will put
Yeah.
everything together for you.
Yeah.
So don't start over.
Yeah.
It's like instant
Yeah,
death.
because then you almost start rambling.
You do, now it's like, oh shoot, now that person didn't say that, and then you're
Yeah.
like, do it again.
And
Forever.
then sometimes I think, I can't do this, I'm posting it, and I get all these nice feedback back, so I'm so probably more critical on what I should say and do than anybody else. But the other thing is, that some of my girls that do videos do is, you know, how you're stirring stuff up, and you've got it, they click pause, and put it in the microwave for the 10 seconds or whatever, and then when they bring it out, they go start, and they go, 10 minutes later. So there's ways, it's not cutting and splicing or anything, but it's like pausing. Now I think you can pause if you are doing this on an iPad, but I don't think you can, I don't think I can pause. And I've got that little button, and that was like $5, and I bought that extra. But Lydia, I took a picture of the ad for the tripod that you have, so I'll just throw that on after a while. And then this, I might have, something's burning, Karen. Potato? Okay.
Smells like potato.
Okay, so let me just make sure, yeah. The changing the clothes and doing this all at one shot is huge. And now, you know what, there might be, okay, so Jill's spiralizer, it's really nice. And I might think, you know what, she did a great job. I'm not gonna redo that. And so I said, and then we all use everybody's stuff. I'll say my friend Jill. This is my friend Jill, and she's talking to us today about the new spiralizer or something like that. But I always put a little note about something, but I don't say, and for more information, and to order this. I don't want them to go, oh my gosh, she's just relentless with talking about this. I want them to go, oh my gosh, what is she doing today? And so, so does anybody have a question, or was that helpful, or? Yeah.
If you have an hour box, can you put it on there?
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
say something about
No,
hour box?
the one Lydia has downstairs, the 6 Plus is a big phone, and the OtterBox makes it way bigger, and that stand did not hold it, and it was falling off and it ripped the gear. So then I bought this, so this will go, this
Is that a
piece will
spider
go.
that will wrap around?